guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's actually going to be a hair video, which I never do, so I'm super stoked. And this is something I seriously care about a whole lot. My DryBar Blow Dry Brush. I just bought this not long ago during the Sephora coupon Sephora sale, VIB sale, whatever. I've wanted it for so long, so I got that 20% for being VIB Rouge or whatever the hell it is. And I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm so excited. And I love it. I really do love it. For me, it was worth the investment. It is so fast. I can't even explain to you how much I love this. And Alok has a little bouffant right now. He thinks he's from the movie Grease. He keeps trying to take this from me because it rolls back his hair so nicely. I'm like, you need to back the F up. This, I spent my bread on this. Go get your own. Anyway, I adore it. I absolutely love it. And then I saw Insert Name Here just came out with their own. And I was like, fuck. If this would have come out sooner, I would possibly have not even paid the $150 for the DryBar one. And DryBar is one of my favorite hair care brands as far as blow dries go. Not necessarily for treatments and actual hair care, but for general styling and stuff, I use a lot of DryBar. I love their products. But I saw this little baby and I received it in PR and I was like, okay, I just wanted to compare for myself. I know there's another one that people really like by Revlon. I haven't tried that one actually, so I can't speak to that. So today I thought we would do a little comparison. I will dry half of my head with my DryBar one and the other half with the Insert Name Here one, which is a fraction of the price. I think it's only $63 for the Insert Name Here one, and then the DryBar one is obviously $150. It's so expensive. Just first impressions, they both hold nicely. They're about the same hold here. The only difference is I do believe the DryBar one is heavier, and I do notice sometimes I'm tired by the time I get to the end of my head. So I like that this one feels lighter for sure. They're definitely a little bit different in size. I think the Insert Name Here brush, it almost looks more of they both are kind of that paddle brush style, but this one I think looks more so like a paddle brush, which is funny. I have a feeling they're going to be pretty comparable, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be hard for me to like anything more than I like this one here. And this isn't sponsored. I did receive this in PR, but I'm straight up telling you, this is my jam. It's going to be hard for me to recommend this one over this one just because I love it to death. I love it. I use it every single day. It dries my hair so freaking quickly, and I love it. So my hair's already dry here, as you can see. Yeah, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know if you've tried either of these yet, and now let's get into the rest of my video. Okay, so after I get out of the shower, I always put in my leave-in conditioner, and then I throw my hair up in one of these little twisty towels, which I love. Are these good for your hair? If they're not, you're gonna break my heart. This one's by Kitsch. I love their they have hair towels scrunchies as well. This right here, I love these too. They don't do as great of a job as just throwing it in the twisty towel, but they're cute and I like it. It really does soak up all the moisture from your hair. So I like to do that for a good amount of time before I go into the blowout because it's you work harder, and sometimes I get it. You don't have enough time to just lounge in a towel, but you really do make it easier on yourself if you're able to give yourself a decent amount of time, letting your hair soak out the moisture before going to blow dry. And then I just use a little wet brush. So before using my blow dry brush, this is my, last hair product step. This is the Bumble and Bumble Invisible Oil Heat Protectant. I really like it. I really don't need a lot because I do feel like most leave-in conditioners these days, and I actually just sprayed at the bottoms and kind of work it up. I think most of the leave-in treatments these days have a heat protectant in them, don't they? But I like to be extra careful. My hair is so damaged, so why not, right? A little more protection can't be terrible. And then I just brush that through. Okay, so since we're comparing two different blow dry brushes, I'm going to part my hair down the middle. I always pretty much do a middle part, and I'm just going to twist up the side that we are not blow drying yet. I look dumb. Okay, so I've sectioned off this side of my head. We're going to save that one for the Insert Name Here blow dry brush. Now we're going to use the DryBar brush on this side of my head, and I sectioned off my hair. So I always do my hairline first. It's just something they taught us in cosmetology school, that your hairline is usually where your more coily or stubborn hair growth is. So they kind of have their own shape. It's best to get that done and out of the way before they really lock into whatever, pattern or style your hair dries. Alright, so that side is done with the DryBar brush, and that took about 8 minutes total, and it's completely dry. I love my DryBar brush. The insert name here one will have to be a very, very, very close comparison for me to recommend it over the DryBar brush, because the DryBar brush is just my life. Anyway, okay, let me unbox the other one. I haven't even unboxed it yet. So here it is, the insert Blowout here blow dry brush. You know what? Their packaging is so tops always. They are so on trend, and they always just look so freaking cute. It looks pretty close. I haven't even unboxed it yet at all. First impression, it's much lighter. Much, much lighter than the DryBar brush. They both have 3 settings, and they both twist at the bottom to turn the setting. And I'd say almost exactly the same size. I actually think the insert name here one is definitely wider. Okay, I've sectioned my hair. I got my time running, and we're gonna get to it. Wow, okay, so we are done. First of all, told you guys, I hate these hairs in my hairline. So I always take the insert name here. Quick Slick, this stuff is insane. I keep telling you about it. This is not sponsored, by the way, but this is just brilliant. It is so good. It just gets them all nice and clean. All these gross straggly hairs I have on my hairline. And then I even take it across here where I have a lot of breakage and flyaways, and it just lays them down so nice. So real quick final thoughts. They are a very close match, you guys. They are a very close match. The one thing I noticed, I do believe that my blow dry bar brush does give me a little more lift in my root. I think this side is just slightly bouncier, which is what I like. It's just a little bouncier. The insert name here, blow dry brush, it's not that different at all, you guys. It's not a huge noticeable difference. They both dried the hair super fast. I think the insert name here one was behind by like a minute, and that's it. It's not a noticeable difference. It did a good job. It does shape the hair really, really nicely, and I like it a lot. I actually would love to take that one traveling with me. Personally, I still prefer, and I'll probably still use my DryBar brush one more. I already spent all that money on it, and I actually really do like it. I think it always makes my hair pretty bouncy, and this one's just a little more straight than I tend to like. Now, that can also factor into how you're holding the brush. When I want a super bouncy blowout, I will hold the brush properly and do the whole wrapping and things like that. I don't always do that from day to day. So a lot of the bounce can depend on how you're angling the brush for sure. So I think that they are so comparable that if you got the insert name here one, you probably wouldn't notice the difference. I really like that this one is lighter. The DryBar one gets very, very heavy when you're using it, so this one is nice. It's actually light. It's a little bit wider, and I'm thinking that's probably why my hair, I feel like, came out a little more straight on this side, whereas this one's just not quite as wide. But honestly, you guys, they're both good. They really, really are. I love my DryBar one. I'm going to continue to use this, but I wouldn't mind using this one either. But it's good. I think it's worth the investment. That's not too bad. Like I said, I know there's a Revlon one out there. I have not tried that one. So, you know, whatever fits your budget better. I liked them both. I prefer the DryBar. It's what I'm familiar with. I love the results it gives me, but this was not far off whatsoever. So yeah, you guys, let me know what you think. If you're interested in trying this one, I do have a discount code. My code is Shae, I believe, and I'll link it down below. If you're gonna pick this up, please check this out. The Quick Slick Hair Essence. If you have any of those gross flyaways that are like wiry and terrible like me, this is a lifesaver. I'm not even kidding you. Like, they better never discontinue it. It's my life. So yeah, you guys, anyway, let me know your thoughts in the bottom box down below. I can't wait to hear what you think. Have you tried either of these? What is your blowout routine? Please let me know. Links to everything I shared with you, from hair products and ponytails and brushes and all that stuff, will be in the bottom box. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!